How's it going, guys? Jackson here. Welcome back to the channel Lights Camera Jackson, where we cover all things TV and film, baby. And this time it's a reaction video on the HBO casting for Harry Potter. And we've got a bit of a doozy. We've got 6 confirmed actors now for the HBO show. Last time I reacted, there was just Dumbledore with John Lithgow. So now we've got 6 confirmed names. This dropped about 2 days ago at the time of recording. Would have loved to have recorded and reacted, you know, on the same day, but that's fatherhood for you, I'm afraid. So here we go. Without further ado, let's just jump straight into the article. I'll quickly read through it, and then I'll give you my 10 cents on what I think about each casting choice. Right, here we go, guys. BBC News article. HBO confirms first cast members for Harry Potter TV series. Nick Frost, Papa Acedu, Janet McTeer, and Paul Whitehouse will appear in the forthcoming Harry Potter TV series, US network HBO has confirmed. Frost has been cast as Hagrid, McTeer will play Minerva McGonagall, and Acedu will portray Severus Snape. All 3 were reported to be in talks with the network in recent weeks. HBO have now formally confirmed their casting and announced that Whitehouse, well known for The Fast Show and Harry and Paul, will play Argus Filch. The network have also confirmed John Lithgow's announcement in February that he will play Hogwarts headmaster Albus Dumbledore. The show is due to begin filming this summer, with the first series airing potentially as early as next year. The actors playing Harry Potter, Ron Weasley and Hermione Granger have not yet been cast. And HBO has launched an open casting call for the 3 lead roles, which reportedly attracted more than 30,000 submissions. I would have submitted myself for Harry if I was young enough. So who are the confirmed actors? So here we go, there's just a breakdown here. So John Lithgow, so we covered this in February when he was a bit probably quick to announce his role as Dumbledore before HBO had officially done it themselves. So yeah, John Lithgow will play Dumbledore, recently starring in the Oscar-winning Conclave, and has also appeared in Third Rock from the Sun, Footloose and The Crown. He won an Oliver Award last week for playing Roald Dahl in stage play Giant, which soon transfers to the West End. I know him probably best as well from Dexter Season 4, the Trinity Killer. Yeah, he was a standout in that as well. And then Papa Acedu, who will play Hogwarts teacher Severus Snape, shot to fame in the TV series I May Destroy You, and has also appeared in Gangs of London and The Lazarus Project. Last year, he starred in The Outrun with Saoirse Ronan, I'm a bit butchering names here, apologies everyone, and will appear in the new stage production of Arthur Miller's All My Sons in the West End later this year. Janet McTeer, who has been cast as Professor McGonagall, has appeared in films including Wuthering Heights, Albert Nobbs and The Menu, as well as the TV series Ozark and Jessica Jones. Later this year, she will be seen in Mission Impossible for The Final Reckoning. Yeah, I thought she was good in Ozark, actually. Nick Frost, who will play the friendly half-giant Hagrid, is best known for appearing in comedy films Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz and The World's End, and Paul. His TV credits include Spaced and Into the Badlands, and he voices SM-33 in Star Wars Skeleton Crew. Paul Whitehouse, who will play Argus Filch, appeared in the BBC sketch comedy series The Fast Show, and opposite Harry Enfield in Harry and Paul. He also appears in Mortimer and Whitehouse Gone Fishing, with Bob Mortimer, whilst his stage credits include Only Fools and Horses the musical. Luke Fallon, who will play Quirinius Quirrell, has appeared in stage productions including Patriots, Albion and Tom Stoppard's Leopoldstad. Leopoldstad? Oh my god, these names. He was most recently seen in a Royal Shakespeare Company production of Hamlet, playing the titular role. Showrunner Francesca Gardner and executive producer Mark Mylod said they were delighted to have such extraordinary talent on board, and we can't wait to see them bring these beloved characters to new life. J.K. Rowling's phenomenally successful series of novels has previously been adapted into a film franchise starring Daniel Radcliffe as Harry Potter. The TV series, however, will have more breathing space to explore the plot lines from the books without the time constraints of the film. J.K. Rowling will serve as an executive producer on the TV series, which HBO has said will be a faithful adaptation of her books. Further casting announcements are expected to follow soon, with rumours swirling about other actors reportedly in discussions about joining, including Cillian Murphy as a possible Voldemort. So there you go, that's the BBC article. I'm just going to whip up the Warner Brothers press release because I think this image is better. Well, it would be if I wasn't in a way. So let's just go one at a time with my quick reaction to the news. So John Lithgow as Dumbledore. I already covered this in a completely separate video back in February. But as a whole, I'm happy with John as Dumbledore. I think he's a very, very, very good actor. He's very well acclaimed, awarded, you name it, he's won it. They list it down here. Emmy winner, Tony Award winner, Oliver winner, BAFTA, Oscar nominee, you name it. He's kind of been there and done it. It's a shame he's not British, I guess, but he's played Churchill, he's played Roald Dahl, and I think he's going to do a sterling job as Dumbledore. I guess age could be a factor here. I'm just a bit, you never know with Father Time. He's 79, I believe, and he even joked himself that by tying down to playing Dumbledore, it will take him up to about the age of 87. So hopefully he can see out the whole series, unlike last time with the films where they had to recast Dumbledore. But yeah, very happy with him as a whole. I'm not going to lie on that one. So moving on next then to Janet McTeer, who's cast as Professor McGonagall. Also very happy with this casting choice. I think she's excellent. I like quite a lot of the stuff that she has been in, including Ozark and Jessica Jones. Interestingly, she might be too good looking even for McGonagall. I just picture McGonagall as Maggie Smith and a real old lady, but here we are with Janet looking good there, guys. So I'm sure there'll be some stands out there for her. But yeah, I can see her being a very good McGonagall, and I'm happy with the casting of that. That seems quite logical. So moving on, guys, to the most controversial one of all. Good old Papa Acedu as Professor Snape, finally confirmed after the long rumours since, October, November time? Feels like forever. And, what hasn't been said about Papa, bless him. It's unfair on him. It's not his fault. He went for a casting interview or whatever, and he got the role. He was the best. It's as simple as that, guys. You can hate it as much as you want, but they've picked Papa to be Snape. The problem here, and I do get it, I wanted Adam Driver personally. I guess the problem here is they're banging on about how they want to create a faithful adaptation of the work. And we all know that Snape and his description in the book is about how pale he is and all of that kind of stuff. So, I mean, it doesn't take a genius to put two and two together. The DEI crowd will be out, the woke crowd will be out, but give Papa a chance. He was picked as the best person that was auditioned or whatever, so I'm sure he's going to bring his A game to the role, and I'm going to reserve judgment until I see it for myself. I think he could do a fantastic job. He's the right sort of age, he's British. If we're going to go down any of those rabbit holes about, portrayals, you could make the argument that Alan Rickman was too old to play Snape, but no one's really ready for that conversation. Everyone just wants to focus on race and ethnicity and all of those sort of, characteristics, sadly. But yeah, I think let's give Papa a chance, guys. I mean, I wanted Adam Driver, but we're not getting Adam Driver. We've got Papa, so let's just get on board with it. Let's not hate him. Let's not get this bloody criticism campaign going. Let's just calm down and see how we go. If you don't want to watch it, fair enough. There'll be millions that will watch it, so goodbye. And now I sound like a shill. So moving on then from Papa, it's Nick Frost, who will be playing Hagrid, Rubeus Hagrid. For me, this is a great casting, fantastic casting even. If anyone's going to step in and play Hagrid, I'm quite happy it's Nick Frost. I do find him funny. I've enjoyed most of his work throughout his career. I think he'll be a great Hagrid. Yes, we all know the problem is we're going to be comparing between the films and this show. That's why with Papa it's a bold move by moving away from that, and you know what, Nick Frost, I'm sure he'll do a great job and honour the legacy of Hagrid. So yeah, no complaints with Nick Frost as Hagrid. I think that's a safe choice, but an excellent choice. It makes sense. Next we have Luke Fallon, who is playing Professor Quirrell. I don't know anything about Luke, but if you're just going purely on his look, I can see him being a Quirrell with his turban on and causing mischief and Quirrell. I think he will be good as Quirrell, and even if he isn't, well, Quirrell only gets one movie, doesn't he? So, one book, so he will be gone after the first season. So, don't worry, guys, if you hate him, he won't be around for long. Moving swiftly over to the final person then, Paul Whitehouse, who has been cast as Filch. Again, I don't actually know Paul at all, but you know, he's an accomplished actor. He looks the part, and I'm sure he will play the part. Filch is a great character, and I'm sure he'll do him justice. So yeah, really, the last two, I've not really got that much to say about them, and I doubt many people do. So really, the big news from this cast reveal is Papa, Janet, and Nick Frost, really, isn't it? We already knew about John, and the other two are relatively unknown, or they're not the biggest names in the world. So I think it's overall good casting. I'm sure you're going to have a lot of people out there, one camp or the other, about Papa. But I just say, keep it respectful. Don't go down the race war card. It is what it is, and I think let's get behind him. So finally, just to quickly wrap this video up, I just wanted to have a quick look at some of the rumoured casting that might still be announced in the next coming weeks and months. This is from GQ, article-wise. I'm just going to skim down to the bottom here with some of the speculation names that they've got. So first of all, Voldemort. It's been very heavily rumoured that Cillian Murphy is going to get the role of Voldemort, and if he does, wow, what a booking, what a signing, as they say in football, that would be. I think he would be a great Voldemort, and I'm fully on board if they manage to get Cillian. British actor, sort of the right age, got the right kind of look. You know, if you remove the hair, remove his nose and all that. But yeah, I'd be completely on board with Cillian Murphy as Voldemort. Ralph Fiennes, who played the previous Voldemort in the movies, he also threw Cillian Murphy's name in the hat when someone asked him about who he would like to be Voldemort. He said that he thought Cillian Murphy would be an excellent Voldemort as well. So he's being endorsed by the previous Voldy, and I can imagine this will happen. I would be surprised, actually, if this doesn't happen. And then Sirius Black here, this one made me laugh. Kit Harington is, according to GQ, potentially in the running to be Sirius Black. And again, don't get me wrong, I love Kit Harington. I love Mia Jon Snow. Not a name that I thought would be in the running for Sirius Black, if I'm honest. But you know what? I'd accept it. Kit Harington, he's a lovable kind of guy. And again, I think he could have the look, and I think he could play the part of Sirius Black. Will this happen? I doubt it, but you never know. You never know. Again, I wouldn't be against Kit Harington as Sirius Black. So next up's Bellatrix Lestrange, and GQ have gone with rumours of Mia Goth being cast potentially as Bellatrix, or who they would like to see cast as Bellatrix. And I know nothing about her, but apparently she starred in 2022's Pearl and was considered Oscar-worthy enough for commentators to question why another performance in a horror film had been snubbed after she missed out on a nomination. Never seen it. I don't actually know the actor, but it will be interesting to see who does follow in the shoes of Helena Bonham Carter. It's a very big shoes to fill. So that will be a good one to just keep an eye on. And then the Dursleys, the hottest casting rumour apparently is Phoebe Waller-Bridge. I mean, she's definitely got the look of Aunt Petunia. I could see this one happening as well. I think this one's quite a safe bet for them to pick. And don't be surprised if you see her name announced in the future. So yeah, that's a wrap on this video, guys. Let me know in the comments below your thoughts on the 6 confirmed casting choices for HBO's Harry Potter. Keep it respectful, you know what I mean. Everyone is entitled to opinion. Just do it in the right way, guys. And if you're new to the channel, consider hitting the old sub button on the way out and liking this video. It does go a long way and it's free. Keep an eye out for more reactions to all things HBO Harry Potter. This will probably be the biggest show for the next decade, so I will be covering it as often as I can, fatherhood depending. And also keep an eye out for other reviews and videos in the pipe work. As always, thank you for watching and have a blessed day. Take care, everyone.